Two carts at the warehouse checkout. One man buys a gold bar, the other walks past. 5 years later, one of them is richer, and it's not the guy holding the gold. Right now, gold is screaming about $4,500 an ounce. That bar looks impossible to skip. The internet has two answers. One crowd screams trap, the other screams buy, flip, free money. Both are wrong. I drop these daily, so subscribe before you swipe a card you'll regret. So here's the deal. The bar is real gold at a fair price, but as an investment, it quietly loses to something boring, and nobody selling it wants to do that math. We're building the real cost from the bottom up, what you pay going in, what you lose coming out, and the boring thing that beats it, the part most people miss, the way out. Let's start where the salesman starts, the price. Today, an ounce of gold trades for about $4,540. That's the raw metal, what the world says it's worth that exact day. Nothing added, nothing taken, just the number the whole planet agrees on that morning. That's before anybody's marked it up. Now the warehouse bar isn't sold at that number. It's sold a sliver above. Call it 1 to 2 cents on every dollar of gold on a $4,500 ounce. That's roughly a $90 bump. So the bar runs you around $4,630. That little bump is the store's cut for stamping it, sealing it, and putting it on the shelf next to the milk, and I'll be straight, that's an estimate, not a price tag I can screenshot. The warehouse hides its gold behind a membership login, but every bullion writer who's actually checked says the same thing. Kiplinger, the money magazine, pinned it, a small sliver over the daily gold price, and lower than most of the old-school dealers charge. Here's what surprises people. That sliver is small. Honestly small. A coin shop, a jeweler, a mint, most charge more than the warehouse does. Some traditional dealers stack 3, 4, 5 cents on the dollar over the real price. The warehouse undercuts a chunk of them. So the warning crowd yelling scam, they're wrong on the price, flat wrong. The buy side here is one of the fairest in the business. Now stack the rewards on top. Pay for the upgraded membership card and you get $2 back on every 100 you spend. And yes, that 2% lands on gold. Pair it with the warehouse credit card, another $2 back, $4 back on every 100. Do the math. The bar charges maybe 2 cents over on the dollar. The rewards hand you back 4, so the markup vanishes. You walk out owning gold dead on the real price, sometimes a hair under. The flip crowd screaming free money at the door on that narrow point. They're right. And that's exactly why the real trap is easy to miss. 3 hours pulling the live gold number and the rewards rules. Every figure's sitting in the description. Tap a timestamp if you think I'm making it up. So if you just want to own gold, a little shiny insurance in a drawer, the warehouse is one of the cheaper doors in. I'm not here to talk you out of it. The shine is real. People have trusted that metal for 5,000 years, and a little in a drawer helps folks sleep. But owning and investing are two different animals. Owning is, I want gold in my hand. Investing is, I want this to grow my money. And the second is where the bar starts losing quietly. Not at the register, but years later when you turn it back into cash. Because everything we just said was about getting in. The fair price, the rewards, the easy grab off the shelf. That's the front door. Nobody talks about the back door. Nobody talks about getting out. And the way out is where the warehouse bar stops being clever. Picture the day you sell. You take your bar to a coin shop, expecting what gold's worth that day. That $4,540 you bought a real ounce? Why wouldn't you get the real price back? The guy slides a slip across the counter. It's lower, noticeably lower. Here's the rule. Nobody puts on the box. When you sell physical gold back, you don't get the full price. The shop pays you under what it's worth. Normally 3 to 5 cents short on every dollar. In a panic, when everybody's selling, that gap stretches to 8 or 10 cents. That isn't a fee. It's just how they eat. And this isn't one shady shop lowballing you. It's standard practice across the trade. Every dealer pays you under the daily price. That's how they cover costs and still make a living. So the question was never whether you'd take a cut on the way out, only how big it is. And the day everybody's rushing to sell, it's bigger. I've got a closer number from the warehouse's own buyback world. Last time we dug in, dealers were paying about $65 under the real price on a 1-ounce bar and up to $150 under on a 10-ounce. You get back less. One more thing about that sell day. For every person walking in to buy a gold bar, 6 are walking in trying to sell theirs back, 6 to 1. The line to get out is way longer than the line to get in, and a long line of sellers is what lets the shop pay you less. Now stack the two ends together. You paid a sliver over to buy. You take a few cents under to sell. You pay the gap twice, once on the way in, once on the way out. So the metal has to climb a few percent before you've clawed back your own money, before a dollar of real profit shows up. Let me make that concrete. Say gold rises a quiet 3% while you hold it. Sounds like a win, but you gave up a few cents getting in and a few more getting out. So that 3% just gets you back to even. The price went up and you made nothing. Now compare that to selling a stock. You hit one button, you get the price on the screen. No haircut, no driving across town, no guy squinting at your bar deciding what to pay today. Hold that thought, because that one-tap exit is the alternative I'm about to hand you. And here's the boring thing the flip crowd hopes you never hear about. You can buy gold as a fund. It's called an ETF. Just picture a gold fund you buy and sell like a stock. One tap, no bar in a drawer, no coin shop, no guy with a slip. Let me put this on the board. 2 columns, the bar on the left, the boring fund on the right, and watch which one keeps winning. The fund owns the gold for you. Real metal in a vault, insured. You own a slice of that pile. When you want out, one tap, full screen price. No coin shop, no haircut. That's the gap you just stopped paying twice. The fund eats the boring parts for you. One tap. That's it. That's the whole difference. You sell the fund with your thumb on the couch, not a trip across town to a counter where somebody decides what your gold's worth today. Now you're thinking, but a fund charges a fee, right? Yes, and it's tiny. The big famous one skims about 40 cents a year on every $100 in it. 40 cents per 100 per year. You'd lose more than that in coins down the back of the couch. And it goes cheaper. There's one around 25 cents a year per 100, and a cheaper one still, about 17 cents per 100. Pick that one and you're paying almost nothing to skip the whole coin shop circus. 17 cents a year to never drive your gold across town again. So why does the warehouse bar feel so smart, even now? Because the part you can see is genuinely good. A fair price, a famous brand, money back on the card. Your brain locks onto the shiny part and stops counting. The good half is in front of you. The expensive half is years away. It's the same reason a coupon makes you buy something you didn't need. The discount is real, printed right there. But the savings is the story your brain tells itself, while the full price walks out of your wallet. The bar runs the same trick, shows you the discount, never the full ride. The bar shows you the cheap door in, it never shows you the expensive door out or the empty years in the middle. You judge the whole deal on the one number that looks great. That's not dumb, that's just how the eye works. We're built to grab the good number and trust it. Look at these two side by side, the coin shop slips circled. That's the number under what your gold's worth. The phone, full price, one tap, green, same metal. 2 very different exits. Path 1, you buy the bar, you store it, you guard it, you eventually sell it for less than it's worth. Path 2, you buy the fund, it sits there, costs pennies, sells for full price in one tap. Same gold underneath, you're only choosing how much of your money you hand to other people. Same metal, same price moves. The gold doesn't know if it's in your drawer or in a vault with your name on a slice of it. It goes up the same, it goes down the same. The drawer doesn't make it shinier, the vault doesn't make it duller. And here's a cost almost nobody runs what it costs just to keep that bar safe. Real gold in a real vault runs you around $120 to $200 a year for every 10,000 you've got in it. That's insurance, a box, a safe. All of it adds up. The fund? That's already baked into those 17 cents, nothing extra. And here's the cost that really stings. A savings account drips you something every month. A bond pays you to hold it. Your gold bar, sitting in that drawer 5 years, run the number on what it pays? So I draw the line for the gold bar's payout. Here it is, flat, a big fat 0. No interest, no dividend, no rent, not 1 cent. That's what it pays you to sit there, while the same money in a savings account would have been quietly dripping the whole time. 5 years of nothing. That's the real price of the bar that nobody tags. It's not the markup's small. It's the years it sits in a drawer earning a flat, hard nothing, while it could have been paying you a little money. That does nothing isn't free. It's costing you everything it could have been earning. Got a different number on your spreadsheet? Drop it below. I read every one, and the next video usually starts in the comments. Now the flip crowd has a comeback, but Frank, gold went up, I sold. I made money. Easy. Okay, let's follow that money to the end, because there's one more hand reaching into your pocket, and it shows up right at the finish line. The tax man. When you finally sell that gold for a profit, you'd assume it's taxed like a stock. It's not. Gold gets shoved in the same bucket as old paintings and rare coins, what the taxman treats as a luxury collectible. Your gold bar is filed next to somebody's antique vase. And that bucket gets hit harder. Sell a stock you held over a year, the top rate on the profit is 20 cents on the dollar. Sell gold, the top rate jumps to 28 cents on every dollar of profit. The taxman hits gold harder on purpose because the law calls it a collectible. And don't think flipping it fast saves you. Sell within a year of buying, and that profit gets taxed like your paycheck, ordinary income, up to 37 cents on the dollar at the top. So the quick flip the hustle videos love. That's the most expensive way to do it. 8 extra cents on every dollar you made versus a stock, that's not a footnote on a real gain. That's a meaningful chunk handed straight over, purely because it was gold. The metal didn't do anything different. The taxman just decided it owes more. Now here's the part that kills the just buy the fund instead. Smart Alec, wait, that's me. Even the gold fund gets taxed at that same harsh 28 cents. The taxman doesn't care if it's a bar in your hand or a slice in a vault. Gold is gold to him. I won't hide it to win. But I want it in my hand, where I can hold it. Fair. That's an emotional reason. And a fine one for owning. It is not an investing reason. Holding it doesn't make it grow a dollar faster. Gold in your fist and gold in the vault climb at the exact same speed. But what if the banks collapse and I need real gold in my hand? Okay, then you're not investing. You're buying insurance. Buy a little, put it in a drawer, sleep well. That's a real reason, and I won't mock it. Just don't pretend the drawer is a growth plan. They're different jobs. And while we're being honest, gold is insurance you hold for 10, 20 years, not the cash you reach for next month. Anybody telling you to time it? Jump in at the record high, flip it by spring? Timing that metal is a game for suckers. The winners buy a little and forget about it. But the warehouse bar is basically at the real price, the deal of the century going in, sure. But you forgot the way out, the storage, the years of nothing in between, and the harder tax at the end. The deal you saw was one line of a 4-line bill. So the tax is a wash, bar, or fund, same hard hit, which makes the point sharper. If the tax is identical, the only things left to compare are the costs you control, the buy-sell gap, the storage, the pennies versus nothing, and on every one the boring fund wins. Cheaper out, nothing to store, nothing to insure. And before any of this, before gold, before the fund, one honest gut check. If you're still carrying a credit card balance eating you alive at 29 cents on the dollar, no gold bar on earth grows fast enough to beat that. Pay that off first, build a little cushion for emergencies, then come back and talk metal. Quick pause, drop the number you've been scared to run on your own gold. The one most of you ask gets the next video, subscribe, and it lands on you tomorrow. Don't take my word on any of this. The gold price, the buyback terms, the tax rule, the fund fees, they're all linked under this video. Open them. I'm reading the same pages you can. I don't want you trusting me. I want you trusting the math. Let me gut check the famous brag you've heard 100 times. Gold went up 25% in a year. True, the price ran from about $2,300 to around $2,900, but that's the price of gold itself rising, not some magic of the warehouse bar. And that's the whole quiet point. That same 25% would have shown up in the boring fund too. Actually a little better after you skip the buy-sell gap and the storage. The bar didn't earn that gain. Gold did. And the fund rode the exact same wave for pennies. Picture two guys. One's got his bar buried in a sock drawer. The other just owns his gold through a fund and taps a phone. Same gold. Very different trip. One spends 5 years guarding a metal brick, paying to insure it, getting nothing for the trouble. The other forgets he even owns it, right up until the day he sells it for full price in one tap. Remember the two carts at the start. Same money, same gold underneath. One guy paid the gap twice, stored it, insured it, sold it light, and earned nothing in between. The other let a fund do it for pennies and went on with his life. 5 years on, the gold itself did the exact same thing for both of them, up, down, sideways, identical. The only difference between the two carts was the costs. And the costs all leaned one way. Every one of them pointed at the boring fund. Put the whole scoreboard up, buying a tiny markup, near nothing, selling 3 to 5 cents short. Holding pays you nothing, plus $100+ a year to keep it safe. Tax 28 cents, same as the fund. The bar's bleeding money in 3 of 4 places. Notice what that scoreboard says? The flip crowd only showed you the first line, the cheap buy, and went quiet on the other 3. The whole pitch lived on hiding the way out. The warning crowd screamed scam, and it isn't. Both crowds were loud about the part that doesn't matter, silent on the part that does. The part that matters was never the sticker. It was the gap you pay twice, the years it pays you nothing, the cost of guarding it, and a tax that treats your bar like an old painting. That's the math the bar doesn't show, because it isn't in the business of showing you the bill. So here's the one question to ask yourself at that checkout. Ounce in your cart, thumb hovering over the card. Am I buying this to hold it? Or to grow my money? Your honest answer picks the cart. Not mine, not the salesman's. Yours. If this saved you from a swipe you'd regret, like it. Drop your gold question below and subscribe. I'm dropping these daily right now, and tomorrow's number lands the second you wake up. Buy it to hold? Go ahead. You bought real gold at a fair price. You didn't get robbed. Buy it to grow. Put the bar back. Open the fund. Pay the pennies. Skip the haircut. Let the boring thing win. Because boring is what wins here.
All right, bars on the desk. Let me leave you with the line that matters. No charts this time, no columns, just the one sentence I'd want my own family to hear before they ever reach that register.
Here's the line I want stuck in your head at that checkout. Gold doesn't care which card it rides in. Your wallet does. The shine is real. The edge belongs to the fund. People have wanted this metal for 5,000 years, and that pull is exactly what the bar leans on. A fair price going in is the one thing everyone can see. The way out, the storage, the empty years, the harder tax, that's the part the shelf tag never prints. So the bar shows you one good number and trusts you to stop counting. Most people do. That's not stupidity. That's just how a good-looking deal works on a tired shopper. Don't be the tired shopper. Run the 4 lines before you swipe, not 5 years after, when the coin shop is sliding that low slip across the counter. And the bar will never tell you any of that, because the bar isn't the one doing your math. You are. The edge belongs to the fund. And now you know exactly why. Own it. If you want the metal in your hand, there's no shame in a little gold in a drawer that helps you sleep. That's a real reason, and it's yours to make. But invest to grow your money, and the boring ticker quietly beats the shiny bar on every cost you can control. Cheaper out, nothing to store, nothing to insure. The two crowds were both half right and both wrong. The price is fair, the trap is real. It just lives on the way out, where nobody thought to look. So next time you're at that checkout, ounce in the cart, you'll see both carts at once. The one chasing shine, and the one quietly winning. Pick the one that does your math. Gold doesn't care which cart it rides in, your wallet does. Math doesn't negotiate. Don't try.